Okay, back on the super modified fiberglass race car body parts here. Everything is sanded down in 180. Now we've got a little problem up here. I'll show you. This happens a lot of times on molded parts on corners. Oh, look at these chips here. I always call this eggshells. What happens is on these tight corners like this is so thin in the mold, you're trying to push fiberglass down in here, and you'll get little air pockets along these edges where it's not pushed down or flooded with enough resin to fill the void between the gel coat that's in the mold and where you're putting the fiberglass down against it. So you always have to check these edges. A lot of times my tool of choice is just a putty knife like this, and just come along and tap these. See, they show up when you tap them, they break out. So we'll have to come down and fix these. I'll use a polyester fill on these. We'll fill these all in, shape them up. Just a little more work. It's got to be done now. If you don't do it now, they'll continue to break out. So you take care of it now. That way it's all finished. So we'll bring it back after I get these all filled in. Stand them back down to shape. Alright, we've got all these filled, sanded out, come out real nice. No more eggshells and pinholes, voids. All done up. And apply filler twice on them, of course. You always expect to have to do that. Get some focus there. Edge is all good now. So this unit is ready to prime. I'll bring you back when we get it all in prime. We're going to prime it, one coat, fill a block on it, and we'll be ready for paint. Alright, nice day here in Ohio today. Beautiful outside. 80 degrees, 11 o'clock this morning. We're busy getting things prepped here today. Got the monster fan running. Turn that off so you can hear me a little bit. Alright, we've been prepping the super modified race car parts here. Our 1975 super modified. They're always awkward, hard to handle. This is the cowl panel. Goes around the driver. We're going to get ready to put some primer on these. Shop AC running. Here's our tail section. The ladder seems to be the best place to put that on. This piece is fully boxed. We got to paint all the way around it, so it'll be a real fun chore, but I think that holds it up pretty nice, so I think we'll get her from there. Here's our nose section. Down a couple sawhorses, get to all that. The lower nose section. Got the rest of the fiberglass parts here for that. Side panels, these are lower body side panels. Here's the hood. So we're ready to spray some primer. Bring you back when we get that all done. Oh yeah, she's coming down out there now. 4 o'clock. We got everything finished up here today now. Wow, look at all that. Okay, here we are. Super modified parts. Cowl section. We're all in prime on that. Looks pretty good. We should knock down real nice. So this was a new part, so no real damage on that one. Over here we've got the tail section. She's all in prime right now. Again, looks pretty nice what I'm seeing. Should block down nice. Ladder worked out really nice. About having it up so we could get down underneath here too. Worked out really good. Here's our nose cone, upper part. Top nose cone section. Pretty good. Our lower nose cone right here. There's various flat side panel parts. They've got some heavy epoxy on them. These are just fiberglass sheet. We'll put some icing on those and knock those down. Gives me a guide of what I have to do. And this was the hood. This was the only piece that was original. There's a lot of blemishes and flaws on that. I think it was stripped with a DA sander. I see a lot of gouge marks in it. So we're going to have to go over and do some fill work on this, sand this down. I'm moving the light, I don't know how much that you can see, but there's the area up here. A lot of places like that, so we'll get her all blocked down and go from there on it. Same way on these flat sheets that were laid up. Turn the camera so you can see them just right. Here you can see those pock marks. Typical for this fiberglass sheet layup. Little resin, light resin in areas. Didn't soak all the way down. I always like to take and either spray out some gel coat or brush it out or brush out some resin. I usually use Formica when I lay these up because it releases from Formica real easy. But I'll lay that down first. Oh, our lights flashed here. I'll lay that down first and then lay my fiberglass over top of that. That way you don't have these pocks and voids, but it is what it is. They're already laid up, they're already cut and fitted, so we're just going to go ahead and finish preparing these for paint. I'll fill those spots. I'm going to bring you back when we make more progress.